Welcome to Leading with Finance. One of the things I'm proudest about this course is its attachment to the real world. We are really privileged to have 5 protagonists who are going to share their perspective as we go along and we develop underlying ideas. But they'll also feature largely in the cases that conclude each module. We want to illustrate the underlying ideas with real examples and real people. All of these 5 individuals are wonderful in their own ways, but collectively, they're also quite special. So let's meet these protagonists. And let's begin with the CFOs. Our first CFO is Laurence Debreu. Laurence is the CFO of Heineken, a global beverage company with operations in more than 100 countries. Laurence went to business school in France, joined at an investment bank, and then decided to move over to the corporate side of things. She's been the CFO of a number of companies, and she's a great guide to thinking about how corporations around the world think about interacting with capital markets. Our second protagonist and our second CFO is Paul Clancy, who's the CFO of Biogen, a global biotechnology company. Paul started his career at PepsiCo and spent a number of years there before coming to Biogen and becoming their CFO. As the CFO of a biotechnology company, Paul provides a particularly valuable perspective on how to think about funding innovation and R&D activities. Taken together, both CFOs allow us to think about how corporations interact with capital markets. We have 2 investor protagonists. The first is Alan Jones of Morgan Stanley. AJ is the global head of private equity for Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley itself is an investment bank, but they have a large private equity operation which AJ runs. As a consequence of that, he raises money from different kinds of pension funds, and he finds undervalued companies, and he tries to buy them on behalf of those underlying clients. He'll be showing us how private equity works and how to think about an investor's perspectives on these companies. Our second investor protagonist is Jeremy Mintage, a founder of Scopia Capital. Jeremy is actually a former student of mine and has quite an interesting background. He began as a journalist, but realized his ability to actually dig deep into companies would actually allow him to succeed in finance as well. After working for various hedge funds, he founded Scopia Capital, which is now a multi-billion-dollar hedge fund in New York. As a hedge fund manager, Jeremy is constantly evaluating companies, trying to figure out whether they are undervalued or overvalued. He's going to show us how he does that, and he's going to show us how investors evaluate companies and how they value those companies. Our fifth and final protagonist is Alberto Morel of Bernstein. Alberto is an analyst who's evaluating companies. He interacts with those companies by talking to the CFOs and the CEOs, and then he provides recommendations to the investors. Alberto too has an interesting experience. He started out as an electrical engineer, and now he uses that knowledge to actually analyze technology companies throughout Asia from his base in Hong Kong. He'll be showing us how analysts examine companies, figure out what's going on inside them, and determine their value. In effect, serving as a bridge between the corporations, represented by Paul and Laurence, and the investors, represented by AJ and Jeremy.